The year was 2150, and humanity had finally reached the stars. Advanced technology allowed communication with beings from distant worlds. Among the visitors from Proxima Centauri B were two extraordinary aliens, Zira and Nyala. Zira stepped out of the sleek, shimmering spacecraft, her skin glistening with an iridescent hue that shifted from blue to green. Her eyes, multifaceted like those of an insect, caught the sunlight and refracted it into a spectrum of colors. Beside her, Nyala's skin displayed hypnotic patterns, swirling and changing as she moved, a natural camouflage perfected over millennia. Leo, a young scientist with tousled light brown hair and deep brown eyes, stood at the front of the welcoming committee. He adjusted his glasses nervously, a mix of excitement and trepidation bubbling within him. His brother Max, ever the diplomat with his perfectly groomed dark hair and olive-green eyes, exuded calm confidence as he stepped forward to greet the visitors. "Welcome to Earth," Max said, his voice steady and warm. Zira and Nyala exchanged a glance, then performed a gesture they had learned from their studies of ancient Earth customs. They lifted the hems of their elegant, futuristic garments, revealing intricate, glowing patterns on their skin. The crowd gasped, and for a moment, silence enveloped the scene. The iridescent symbols were mesmerizing, radiating a soft, ethereal light. Leo's eyes widened with wonder. He could see the significance of the gesture, a display of trust and openness. Max, always quick on his feet, raised his arm in a salute, bridging the gap between the two cultures. The city bustled with life as Zira and Nyala began their journey of adaptation. Skyscrapers of glass and steel reflected the sunlight, and hovercars zipped through the air above bustling streets. Zira's eyes darted from one marvel to another, her antennae vibrating with curiosity. Leo guided them through the city, pointing out landmarks and explaining their significance. "This is the Global Research Institute," he said, stopping in front of a towering building adorned with holographic displays. "It's where we solve some of Earth's greatest challenges." Nyala, with her keen observational skills, noticed a group of people staring. Whispers of skepticism and fear floated through the air. "Can we trust them?" one man muttered, his eyes narrowing. Max, noticing the tension, stepped forward, addressing the group. "These visitors have come in peace, to learn from us and share their knowledge. Let's extend the same courtesy." Zira and Nyala spent their days immersed in Earth's culture. They marveled at the art in the museums, the flavors of the food, and the stories of the people. Leo found himself drawn to Zira's intellect and the way her emotions played across her iridescent skin. Max and Nyala bonded over their mutual love for strategy games and physical challenges. One evening, as the sun set over the city, casting a golden glow, Zira and Nyala shared stories of their home. "On Proxima Centauri B, our society values harmony and knowledge above all," Zira explained, her skin shimmering with pride. Leo, listening intently, realized how similar their values were. "We're not so different after all," he said softly. Yet, the initial conflict simmered beneath the surface. Some humans remained wary, their fear manifesting in subtle ways. Leo and Max knew that the path to mutual understanding was fraught with challenges, but they were determined to forge a bond that would transcend the stars. And so, the first act of their interstellar journey set the stage for an epic tale of discovery, friendship, and the breaking down of barriers between worlds. The streets of the city bustled with energy as Zira and Nyala walked alongside Leo and Max, immersing themselves deeper into human society. The alien duo's keen curiosity drew them to cultural events, scientific discussions, and community activities, absorbing the essence of Earth's diversity. At a local festival, the vibrant colors and sounds captivated Zira. She stood entranced by a street artist painting a mural. The artist, noticing her interest, handed her a brush. Zira's skin shimmered as she painted, the colors of the mural reflecting in the iridescence of her skin. Leo watched from a distance, a smile tugging at his lips. He approached her, noticing how the hues of the mural seemed to blend with her emotional state. "You're a natural," Leo remarked, his voice filled with admiration. Zira turned to him, her eyes sparkling. "It's different. Our art is more about harmony and patterns, she replied, her skin shifting to a gentle blue. Leo found himself mesmerized, not just by her appearance, but by the depth of emotion she expressed so vividly. Meanwhile, Max and Nyala had taken to the city's parks and athletic centers. In one park, they engaged in a game of strategy and agility, a mix of chess and obstacle course. Nyala's skin pulsed with excitement as she outmaneuvered Max, her antennae twitching with every move. Max, equally competitive, found himself pushing harder, driven by the challenge she presented. "You're quite the opponent," Max panted, after narrowly losing a match. Nyala's amber eyes sparkled with amusement. "You're not too bad yourself, for a human," she teased, her skin flashing with a pattern of victory. Despite the growing bonds, not everyone welcomed the aliens. A shadowy group, convinced that Zira and Nyala harbored sinister intentions, began plotting. The group, hidden in the dark corners of the city, whispered of invasion and conquest, their fear and ignorance fueling their actions. The Grand Hall was filled with dignitaries and scientists from across the globe. Zira and Nyala stood on the stage, ready to present their findings on interstellar cooperation. Leo and Max, seated in the front row, watched with pride and anticipation. Suddenly, chaos erupted. A group of radicals burst into the hall, brandishing weapons and shouting accusations. "They're here to take over. We must stop them," one of them screamed. Panic spread through the crowd. Leo and Max leaped to their feet, rushing to the stage as the radicals advanced. Zira and Nyala, calm and resolute, stepped forward to confront the threat. With a flick of her wrist, Nyala activated a small device embedded in her suit. A shimmering barrier formed around the stage, protecting the dignitaries. Zira's skin glowed intensely, her iridescence forming a mesmerizing shield that deflected the attackers' weapons. Leo and Max reached the stage, standing beside their alien friends. "We have to show them the truth," Leo said urgently. Max nodded. Together, using a communication device, Leo broadcasted the real-time footage of the attack across all media channels. The world watched as Zira and Nyala defended themselves and the humans, not with violence, but with advanced technology and strategic brilliance. The radicals, realizing their failure, retreated, but not before the world saw the truth. Zira and Nyala's actions spoke louder than any words. Their bravery and selflessness were undeniable. As the hall quieted, the protective barriers lowered, and the audience erupted in applause. Leo and Max stood with Zira and Nyala, their solidarity unbroken. Later, in a quiet moment, Leo turned to Zira. "Your actions today, they were incredible." Zira smiled, her skin a soft, serene green. "We protect what we cherish, Leo, and we cherish this new bond we've formed with your world." Max clapped a hand on Nyala's shoulder. "Looks like we've got a lot more in common than we thought." Nyala's eyes gleamed with agreement. "Indeed, Max, together, we're stronger." And thus, the seeds of a lasting alliance were sown, forged in the fires of conflict, but tempered with the promise of understanding and peace. The grand celebration hall was adorned with banners and holographic displays representing both Earth and Proxima Centauri B. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement and anticipation as representatives from both worlds gathered for the historic event. Zira and Nyala stood at the forefront, their presence commanding attention. Zira's skin shimmered with a serene blue hue, reflecting her calm confidence, while Nyala's skin displayed a rhythmic, comforting pattern. The human leaders, including Leo and Max, took their places alongside them. The ceremony began with speeches from dignitaries on both sides, each emphasizing the importance of unity and cooperation. When it was Zira's turn to speak, she stepped forward gracefully. "We come not as conquerors, but as friends," Zira said, her voice resonating through the hall. "Our worlds are different, but our hearts beat with the same desire for peace and understanding." Nyala joined her, adding, "Today, we forge a bond that will transcend the stars, a bond built on trust and shared dreams." As a final gesture of honor, Zira and Nyala lifted the hems of their elegant ceremonial robes, revealing the intricate, glowing patterns on their skin. This time, the human leaders responded in kind, rolling up their sleeves to reveal temporary tattoos that mimicked the alien designs, a symbol of mutual respect and understanding. The hall erupted in applause, a standing ovation that signified the dawn of a new era. The treaty was signed, marking the official start of an alliance that promised a future of collaboration and shared prosperity. The sun set over the city, casting a warm, golden glow as Zira and Nyala prepared for their departure. The spacecraft stood ready, its sleek design reflecting the twilight. Leo and Max stood with them, the weight of the moment hanging in the air. Leo handed Zira a small, intricately designed pendant. "A token of our friendship," he said, his voice tinged with emotion. "Something to remember us by." Zira's skin flushed a warm, appreciative green as she accepted the gift. "We will always carry Earth in our hearts," she replied softly. Max and Nyala shared a firm handshake, their mutual respect evident. "This is just the beginning," Max said. "We'll continue to work together, to learn from each other." Nyala nodded, her eyes bright with determination. "Together, we'll reach new heights." As Zira and Nyala boarded the spacecraft, a crowd gathered to see them off. The engines hummed to life, and the ship began its ascent, leaving a trail of light in the darkening sky. The humans watched until the ship became a distant star, a symbol of the enduring bond they had formed. Years passed, and the story of Zira and Nyala became legend. Their visit marked a turning point, inspiring generations to look beyond their own world and embrace the unknown. Technological and cultural exchanges flourished, leading to unprecedented advancements. The alliance between Earth and Proxima Centauri B grew stronger, built on the foundation of trust and shared vision. In classrooms and gatherings, the tale of the Daughters of the Stars was told and retold, a reminder that even in the vast expanse of the universe, connections could be made and peace could be achieved. The stars, once seen as distant and unreachable, became bridges to new horizons, uniting worlds in a shared journey toward a brighter future. And so, the legacy of Zira and Nyala lived on, a testament to the power of understanding and the unbreakable bonds forged through friendship.